We have one at 8 a.m., at 10 a.m., and then in the afternoon, the schedule is 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. Intermittently there's a separate show that goes out exclusively on TikTok. But you can catch us now on many of your cable channels. Some of you are in a neighborhood or a broadcast area where we're on some secondary, regular over-the-air channels, just like your local channels. You can check your channel lineup for that. But you can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube as well. So however you're finding us, your jewelry collection is about to change forever and always in the very best of ways. Because not only do we have an incredibly talented design team that works behind the scenes, and I've had the pleasure of visiting with that team at the home office in Jaipur, you walk into the room and it's just like you're marinating in this. You can almost feel the talent and the inspiration as you walk through and you look at desks, and there's exactly what you would expect to see in an artist's loft. There's, colored pens and papers. There's sketches and designs and inspirations. There's dream boards on the walls that show inspiration pieces. Because the truth is, designs are things that, just like a garden, there are some things that are evergreen, and this can look this way this year, and then next year it looks like that, and next year it looks like this. So there are design inspiration details that come from all over. And not only do we have our own incredible design teams in-house, but occasionally we are blessed, privileged, and honored to partner with designers who have a global impact, like Giuseppe Perez, the GP Family Heritage Collection, which is absolutely stunning in so many ways. The first of all, at least to me, having been in this industry for so long, the thing that makes Gaia's work so incredibly important is that she is the next generation. She's the current generation in what is essentially a long line of incredibly talented individuals who have passed down their skills and their talents for hundreds of years. Gaia's work now is the latest chapter in a family jewelry legacy that dates back to Italy in the 1400s, where the Queen of Spain commissioned her ancestors to make beautiful crown jewels for her own precious collection. So you're talking about a legacy where you've got the latest generation now in an incredibly talented young woman who carries on the traditions and the talents and the skills that she learned from her father, a very famous designer in his own right, but he learned from his father and all the way back to that first original source in their family tree. Many people in the Shop LC audience and in the Shop LC staff, and I'm saying we collect these pieces because of that very reason, their legacy, their heritage, their importance. So not only are they beautiful, rich, complicated pieces, but they're incredible values as well. So we're going to take you through a couple of hours of some of Gaia's best. Now, I do have to warn you, these are pieces that sell out. And I've been on the receiving end of that email that says, I'm so sorry, this one is sold out. At which point, of course, I put on my walking shoes and I walked over to the customer service, which was in this building for a time. And I said, hey, what about this Giuseppe Perez piece? Can I get this? Let me check. Let me check. I'm so sorry. Those are all gone. Those are all gone. And like a designer, like you would expect, she doesn't go back and recreate. When a collection is finished, it tends to be finished. We've moved on to the next series, the next chapter. So if you see these pieces, understand that this is going to be all discounted with our live 25 coupon. These savings prices that I'm about to share with you today are good for 48 hours. So if you see something, follow your heart. I can tell you, if you have the heart of a collector and you love Gaia's work, grab them when they're on sale, because they're on sale today for the next 48 hours. And they're going to go back to their regular price, which is okay with me. I've paid Shop LC price and I've paid sale price. However, I'm not upset with either of those, but I definitely get excited about every single opportunity to save, especially on pieces that I love. So let's get you started. Elias's Elias is making the magic behind the scenes like he always does. Seriously, guys, we have one person behind the camera that makes all the things happen, manages the screens, types on every single keyboard, does all this calculations. So seriously, a master of every single thing. Let's get you started with the King of Gemstones. Let me share with you the GP Family Collection by Gaia Perez with Ratnaraj, the King of Gemstones and the Gemstone of Queens. Now, one of the things I love so much about the collection as a whole is that there are things that are very, very whimsical. There are things that are very, very, very ornate and a very robust level of design and inspiration. I love it. But when you want to roll it back to just the classics, and you've got the big old brain of a genius designer like Gaia Perez digging around in your jewelry box, does it get any better? I mean, the sophisticated elegance of a ruby speaks for itself. The Gemstone of Queens, a gemstone that has been treasured and worn by some of the world's most important people. And in addition to that, lots and lots of commenters like you and me as well, but just absolutely gorgeous. Now, you're going to notice when you go back to the Shop LC website, it's going to say one blue sapphire, and you're going to say, where in the heck is the sapphire? Well, I'm going to show you. Giuseppe, her dad, had a logo that was a little star, okay, and then one blue sapphire embedded in the star. Now, she still holds on to that legacy of one star, but she's taken all of that knowledge, that skill, that passion, and she's changed her logo. So the next generation logo is one little eye. So it's almost like the evil eye. So you get the blessing and the watchful eye of Gaia's logo, that beautiful eye with the sapphire as the center. But speaking of the center, yes, Elias.
I was going to say, there's a shot of the undercarriage.
Oh, yes. Okay. There it is right there. And so when you see the eye, and it's right there, you'll see it. And here it is, GP, okay, GP. There you have it, Gaia Perez. The center ruby, thank you for that shot. Mm-hmm. The center ruby is amazing. So you've got about 60 diamonds, totaling 30 points in this gorgeous kind of love knot design, which drapes and drizzles and twines all around your finger and still incredibly comfortable. She, like her father before her, is very tuned into items that are everyday treasures, everyday wearable. You're going to see a lot of wearability no matter how complex each piece is. But the center ruby is going to be, I think it's about 1.75 carats. Is that right? 1.87. And when it comes to rubies, this is the Amore collection. It's in 10 karat yellow gold, okay? And this is a beautiful royal ruby. Now, rubies come in several different things. Since the early 1900s, guess what? We've been able to grow rubies in the laboratory, and they're used in all sorts of things. They're used in watches. They're used as industrial abrasives. They're used as gorgeous pieces of jewelry, and that's okay. But in today's world, rubies can be treated. I love my Niasa rubies because they are treated. And I love the royal rubies because they are only the traditional heat treatment. So they're not Fisher filled. There's none of that. They're just beautiful, elegant rubies. And they will fluoresce because they're very chromium rich. Now, this is a beautiful medium shade, which gives you an incredible blush on that ruby, and it's stunning. Every day on this, and this is 10 karat, every day on this, $1,300. Can we all just agree, nod your head yes and yes and yes, that $1,300 for a 1.87 ruby, in a world where rubies go for $20, $30 million, can we all agree that a little bit of that DNA at $1,300, actually a lot at 1.87, is a steal? This is a stunningly beautiful piece, and it's another one of those pieces that looks like you have a designer on speed dial. Now, remember, type in Live 25, you get the instant live stream savings, And for me, this is one of the things that just boggles my mind, because previously on retail, an item like this would never go on sale. And my boss at the time, a wonderful man, third generation gemologist, traveled the world over, was incredibly brilliant. He would say, there's some things that don't go on sale because they are what they are. And that's exactly what this is. I mean, I'm hearing him in my head all the time when I see rubies go on sale here. But our everyday price on this, and this is, estimated retail on this is about $6,000, and you can juggle that. It's going to depend on which luxury retailer you walk in. There's no MSRP. There's no standardization of prices, because each stone is an incredible, unique treasure, just like each person has a different set of characteristics. These are highly individualized stones. So around $6,000 star price would be good. Some places are going to charge even more than that. But the Shop LC price on a GP Perez, a Guy Perez piece, a GP Family Legacy piece, in the Amore collection, set in gold, and the ruby is just a smidge under 2 carats, you have a lot of big boxes checked here, my friends. We're putting this on sale today with your Live 25. It's good for 48 hours price. Your price goes from $12.99. Just let me round it up to $1,300 for ease of discussion. It goes down to $975. Now, that's $325 on the savings overall, off of a $6,000-$7,000 at retail piece set in gold with genuine earth mine diamonds. Gorgeous design. Let's talk budget pay. Budget pay is easy because there's only 5 payments. There's no interest. There's no credit check. There's no qualifying. There's no question marks. And you can see over my shoulder what a gorgeous piece this is. Half size is available. First come, first serve. We only have about 8 pieces altogether, though, so you definitely want to jump in and get this while you can. Your budget pay goes from, let's see, the budget pay was $1,299, $1,300. Let me just do this. Divided by 5. The budget pay would have been originally $260. Your budget pay goes down to $194. So you're actually saving $65 on every single budget pay. You still have a 30-day money-back guarantee on this as well. Beautiful. Joanne C. You can check out her 5-star review. It says, Joanne says, I see it as investment. Wow. Linda, I love the design of this ring. Elegant for dress up, yet sized for everyday wear. Definitely a ring that will be worn often. Ladies, what great comments. Thank you so much for sharing that. And again, I hope when you get this home, I hope you go right out to the Shop LC VIP page on Facebook, and I hope you put this on the VIP page on your hand. Yes, a jewelry ruby selfie. Your budget pay is $195, and again, if you split that up, that's about let's see, divided by 30 days. That's $6.50 a day. I have a daily, but budget app. You always want to check out where you are. You want to, put as much away as you can. You want to make sure all of your dollars are spent wisely. $6.50 a day, but for 5 months, not 60 months, not 5 years or 4 years or 3 years or 1 year, 5 months. And you own a signed, sealed Guy Perez GP Family Legacy piece forever. Okay, this is shop 1. The way that you get all the details, by the way, there's a complete description of the entire piece with a full photo album. You type in shop 1, hit send. The Shop LC website will send you back a link to this item, and you can see the full breakdown. That 48-hour, that Live 25 savings is available for 48 hours. So it goes from $1,300 down to $974. That's huge on a piece that probably is a retail piece, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, depending on where you go, depending on how fancy the wrapping paper is and how fancy the bags are and how fancy the celebrity endorsements are. And I say it all the time, guys, we don't need celebrity endorsements. We have you. Okay. We have you. and you have exquisite taste, and you know how to put together an outfit, and you know how to put together your own unique style. Our celebrity endorsement comes from every single one of you out there in the audience and on the Shop LC VIP page. Check it out. It's a really great, fun place to talk about your treasures. All right, Shop One. And I'm telling you, when it comes to whimsy and beautiful pieces, you do not want to miss out on Gaia Perez and the GP Family Collection. You just don't.
Ooh, this next one definitely shows how much we love GP.
Show me.
What better way of showing it than with the design?
So good, so gorgeous. The GP Amore collection, and I'm going to say, okay, this definitely has the eye on the logo on the back, and I'm pretty sure it has the GP as well. Yes, it does. It's gorgeous. I love it that they're signed and sealed. You know, do you ever watch some of the folks that are, traveling around at thrift stores and looking for different treats and treasures, and you have to know the logos and you have to be able to look it up, which is easier than ever with, this little handheld, your secondary brain. Actually, this is my first brain. This is my second brain at this point. You don't have to laugh like that, Elias.
I was laughing because I was laughing at myself as well. That is true.
But it's true.
It is.
I mean, if knowledge is power, instant access is definitely part of it. But here's the thing. They're signed. I love that. Like any artist. I mean, you don't have to know if it's a Rembrandt. You don't have to know if it's a Picasso. You don't have to know if it's you, because you know. All right. Definitely a must-have piece. 5 carats of white zircon. This one should be $2.99 all day. All day. Every layer of sparkle that's flashing, I love you, call now, type shop 2. That is SOS, get it now, okay? It should be $200. Honestly, I'm going to tell you something. If you were to look for this in a fancy store, and I'm not going to say the names, you know who I'm talking about. We don't have to do that. And I only use them for reference. Listen, if you want to buy a designer piece, honey, buy a designer piece. I don't care. That's good. That's good for you. I want you to do you. If you have a particular brand of handbag or shoe or scarf or toothpaste and you love that brand, buy that brand. But don't just do it for the sake of wearing the brand. Do it for the sake of how the brand suits you, okay? Does that brand put you in the middle and say, listen, here are all these gorgeous things. How would you style them? Or does a brand sort of force you into an identity? That's no fun. You should be the boss of your brands, okay? You should. Okay. There are 186 white zircons, and this one, one of the things that Gaia has taken in so beautifully from her papa, and he came in and originally started showing the collection here, Giuseppe Perez, and I did the first show with Giuseppe, and he spoke with this thick, seriously thick Italian accent. He was the sweetest guy. And he would tell you, I design beautiful pieces for all of my ladies. He was very passionate about that. And I think Gaia has done so well, again, by adopting that and making it even bigger, better, more bolder. Now, do you see the trouble with this design? First of all, you have this beautiful, gorgeous heart shape. It's big, it's robust, it's elegant. But you have all of these baguettes, all of these little baguettes that have to go in and fill in all of those curvy curves of the heart shape. I love it. The size of that design, and look at the precision. Columns of gorgeous workmanship. And finish off on the edges with around. White zircon creates an incredible option for us as consumers. You know why? Value, honey. Diamonds, cubic zirconia, moissanite, they are all what we call over the limits. So when you're talking about beautiful, brilliant, high refractive white gemstones, they're just fire. And these are really gorgeous. Now, here's the thing about white zircon. It's also very strong and sturdy, and it's doubly refractive. So it actually bends light beams into two. It splits them into two as opposed to diamond, which is just singly refractive. So a lot of people will say, you know what? Long before we had cubic zirconia, long before we had man-made white gemstones, white topaz and white zircon were the go-to, and these are stunning. Now, the shoulders are absolutely encrusted with gorgeous rounds, and they are fantastic. This one doesn't fit me. Do we have my size in this one? I'm shopping, pardon me. 5 carats. This is let's see, size 5, size 8, size 7, and size 10. Now, not a lot of these. We have 14 to go around. I can guarantee you these are going to fly out the door. Oh, did I mention that it's a clearance price of $149? Did I mention that when you type in Live 25, you save an extra 25% on top of the clearance price? If you've been to the grocery store and you have this coupon and that coupon and this one, and you're thinking, I'm like the master coupon diva. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna get out of there with like the cheapest basket of food ever. And the cashier says, "Oh, I'm sorry. There's no combining coupons." Not at Shop LC. You get all the coupons. If there's a coupon or extra savings, we're going to remind you of it because we want you to save while you shop. And we want you to allow us the privilege of being your family jeweler. But here's the deal. Look at that. That's so gorgeous. All right. Should be $199, Shop LC. On sale right now for $149. You type in Live 25. You know what happens for 5 carats of sterling silver, a signed piece, a signed instantly collectible piece? Your budget pay should be, where would it be? $149. Your budget pay would be what? $30, right?
Mm-hmm. 5 budget pays.
Your budget pay goes down to $22. $22. You're saving $8 on each budget pay. I don't know about you. You might be saying, "Oh, $8. That's the price of a coffee." Okay, I make my coffee at home. Elias, my coffee at home probably costs me, I don't know, 12 cents. 12 cents. And then I use half a packet of sweetener, okay? And I save the other half of the packet of sweetener. Oh my gosh. Isn't it time you allow yourself to daydream the beginning of a family legacy? It doesn't have to be expensive. One of the things I got to do at that little boutique in Chicago was help people go through their legacy pieces. You know, maybe we inherited this, or maybe you want to take it in and get it appraised, whatever. So that was one of my biggest honors and privileges, to go through people's collections. But you have a choice. You have an option right now, like there's never been ever. And, you know, we've been doing this, and over the years, over the last 15, 16 years of broadcasting daily on live TV, now we're going into the social media aspect of it, giving a whole other generation of collectors an opportunity to start fresh, start from scratch, and build a collection based on common sense and value. Oh, and don't forget style and variety, and definitely the designer experience, because that's what you get with Gaia Perez and the GP Family Collection. $22.50 on your first budget pay and a full 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm so getting this ring. Elias, I'm going to be wearing this. And look at that. That's about 2 millimeters on the back, and it's a half round band, so it is super, super smooth and comfortable and easy to wear. I don't care what finger you put that on, what party you're going to. I don't care. I don't care if it's jury duty, or the third pew on Sunday, or date night, or wherever you're going. That's a good looking piece of jewelry, and it is built to be worn and enjoyed. It's built to be part of your collection and part of your everyday. This is going to be shop 2. Type that below. We'll get you right under the Shop LC website. That's an incredibly well made piece of jewelry, my friends. Incredible workmanship. And can you imagine? I mean, you have how many stones you have in there? I don't even know. 5 carats altogether. Can you imagine if all of those stones were just half a millimeter bigger than they are? You couldn't get them in there. Again, think of what it's like to put together a jigsaw puzzle that has 200 pieces, 500 pieces. If just one of those pieces doesn't fit just right, you don't go to your tool drawer and get out a hammer and go bam, 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 it fits.
That would be awful.
It would be awful. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
That would be awful. It would not be wonderful. Okay. This is wonderful. And you know what? Gaia goes to our production team in India, and she works side by side with them, passing on some of her incredible knowledge and making sure that the finesse on these pieces is nothing short of amazing. John, I'm going to be buying this one. We had a 2-carat diamond, champagne diamond ring earlier. Got to get it. You just got to get it. There's so many beautiful pieces here at Shop LC.
I'm actually a big fan of our heart, just because I tend to look at it as spreading the love. Whether it's the person wearing the ring or the person that they're showing the ring to, they're somehow spreading that heart.
Yeah. You want to know an interesting trivia bit about heart-shaped jewelry, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. Heart-shaped jewelry is something, ladies, that we tend to buy for ourselves, or sons tend to buy for their mothers. Did you know that? Interesting. So, Elias, I'm surprised, Elias, that you didn't say, I'm going to get that from my mom. It's really pretty. I was late to buying heart-shaped jewelry, but there's just something, it means something. You see that heart shape, and it's beyond words. You don't even see it. And then when you can do it beautifully expressed like this with all this high-class workmanship, it's sassy, it's classy, it's fun, it's a conversation starter. You deserve it. And it's $22 and change for 5 payments. Again, you're not looking at a long-term commitment. That's about 80 cents a day. 80 cents a day for 5 months. Put that in your budgeting app, okay? File it. Make a separate category. Sparkle. Put that in your budget app. You have a sparkle budget. Oh, that'd be great. That's awesome. All right, my friends. Thank you all for joining us as well. Remember, the live streams are happening multiple times a day. At 8 and 10, and then at 2, 6, and 8. That's every single day, Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday and Sunday, 3 shows. What are they on Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday it's going to be from
I got it.
10 to 6.
And 10 to 6 and 8. So we have 4 shows on Saturdays and Sundays. If you have trouble, or you just you prefer not to go through all the typing and the basket and checking out, listen, allow us to help you with that. It's our greatest privilege. Our Shop LC live stream dream team personal shoppers are at 888-835-2237. And it's not just regular customer service where you're the next caller and the next person takes care of you. When you deal with the personal shopper, that's your shopper. And you don't pay anything extra for that personalized service. Okay, so reach out today and connect with a personal shopper. You'll be really glad that you did, because it makes navigating our massive collection even more fun and more manageable. All right, coming up next, this is also signed 925 on the inside, and it says GP. So this one does not say DeJoy. It looks like something we would bring to you in the Santa Fe collection, but remember, turquoise is one of the very first gemstones traded east to west. And you see turquoise used in vintage pieces in almost every culture, everywhere, period, because it's a massively important gemstone. It's been a favorite of Italian designers for a long, long time. You see it combined with coral and with mother of pearl very often, just like you would in many other cultures as well, because those are ancient pieces of beauty. All right, it's hard to miss that turquoise blue, isn't it? Sleeping Beauty turquoise and this gorgeous kind of river of turquoise blue. This is going to be shop number 2. This is artisan crafted premium Sleeping Beauty, about 60 points total. Now, live stream 25% savings, you betcha. Type in the code LIVE25. This is going to be shop 3. Drop it in your cart right now. Type in shop 3 down below. We'll send you back the link to this one. And here's why I want you to get it, because we have something very similar that's going to be coming up as well. And if you love collecting matching pieces from Gaia, and you really should, because her pieces are so limited. I mean, super limited availability on every single one of those. This one is shop 3. $329 or so, maybe even more, depending on where you shop, because turquoise is an incredibly collectible material, but again, a very high level of skill and design and talent putting these pieces together. $89.99 is our regular everyday Shop LC value on this, which means when you split that up into 5 budget pays, you're looking at about, I think it's $15. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Do we have 5 budget pays on this one? How many budget pays do we have?
I believe we are.
Oh, okay. Oh, and this one actually has 3 budget pays. Okay, so normally your budget pay here would go down to $1 a day. That's about $30 a month. 3 payments. So October, is it still October? Yes. October, yes. November, December. By the time January the 1st rolls around, by the time you're saying, hello, 2026, this was all paid off. Paid off. I love that. But it's not $89 for everybody who is in the right place at the right time watching the right live stream. Okay, because you're going to save 25% today.
That's right.
That's right. Which means your budget pay goes down from $30 to $22 and change. Yeah, so you're right around the sweet spot of about 75, 80 cents a day. For that, that's amazing. The Capri collection. I don't know, where are you? Are you on the Amalfi Coast? Having a beautiful Italian lunch, maybe mussels in butter and white wine. Absolutely. Let's do that. Let's go right now. $22.49. It'll be $22.50 on the budget pay. Your first payment today, your last payment in December, and then you own it forever. And remember, it is signed. It's got GP in the middle. When you get especially the GP collection home with us, from us, save those documents and I save the paper and the boxes, so I've got them because they're collectible. And yeah, you definitely want to have that. All right, shop number 2. We're going to be moving and grooving. We are doing Gaia Perez today and the GP family collection. Again, she is the latest generation in a line of jewelry collectors, designers, manufacturers that goes all the way back to 1472. Her ancestors were commissioned by the Queen of Spain to make jewelry for her collection. You cannot say that. I don't know anybody in the U.S. that I can call up and say, okay, well, as soon as you're finished with the crown jewels for blah, 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 can you please make mine? I don't know anybody. It's unheard of that you have that level of access to that level of design skill. All right, we're going to be moving and grooving. One last look. This one is going to be shop 3 with that gorgeous turquoise piece. The live stream prices are available for 48 hours, and then they go back to the regular Shop LC price. This one also has 4.5 average, 4.5 reviews. You can check those out at shoplc.com. And remember, on your description, when it says Kanchanabri Blue Sapphire, that is part of the Seeing Eye, the watchful eye that is Gaia's unique signature on these gorgeous pieces. All right, my friends, if you want to say hello this morning, then just type it in the chat below. I'd love to give you a shout out. If you own any of the GP pet pieces or if you collected any Giuseppe Perez pieces, let me know. You can also go to the Shop LC VIP page on Facebook and drop a photo. Yes, share them, and share them. All right. This one.
This will be a pendant on shop for it.
Yep, and it's got pretty much exactly the same silhouette. Okay, so we've turned the pendant on the side, the ring on the side to create the silhouette of the ring, and I'll hold them like this. Maybe you can see it I'll bring them closer in a little bit. But let's talk about prices because this one is amazing. Now, you also have 77 points, so you actually have a little bit of extra carat weight, not a lot, but we're going to match the price of the ring. So again, $89 every day. This one is going to be shop 4. Your payment is $22 and change, about 70 cents a day. Even in the GP collection pieces, these are incredibly collectible. And I'm going to show you how the two pieces work together because they definitely have pretty much the same vibe and the same inspiration detail. Now, the top is finished out with what looks like, I would say, almost kind of a jellyfish design.
A jellyfish.
What do you think it looks like? Can you see it?
Yeah, it is a jellyfish.
Yeah. It does look a little bit like a jellyfish. She really does a magnificent job of incorporating so many, images from nature, just like her pops. All right, this is the rings, just so you can see. We just finished this. This one is shop 3, but I want to just see the similarity. So if you take away the topper on that, you can see that they're pretty much the same design. Of course, the ring is going to curve so it fits on your hand, and this is going to sit nice and flat. The back of this has a beautiful double, we call that a bunny ear veil, but it's a hidden veil because it sits behind the piece instead of on top. And you can see that gorgeous cascade. I don't know, could be a mushroom, but I don't know. I sort of think jellyfish. Up to you. That's the thing about art. It's amazing. All right, $22.50 on your budget pay for 3 payments. Again, all wrapped up, all finished, all done. by the time 2026 rolls in, and you are set to wear some beautiful pieces. And I think it's a really great time to think about pieces like this that have more of a nautical look and feel, because many of you are making plans when the snow is the deepest and the sun is the sky is the darkest to go on that midwinter cruise. And these would be quite lovely for your cruise collection. All right, coming up next, my friends, we're going to keep the fun going. We're going to keep the magic happening with the Giuseppe Perez collection, the GP Celestial Dream collection, Blue Star Sapphire Ring. Star sapphires, how much do I love you? And I'm going to leave this here for a second so you can see it. Okay, star sapphires are very, very complicated pieces because not only do you have the sapphire itself, but you have to have a particular characteristic, and it has to line up just the right way when that sapphire is growing, or you don't see any star at all. Now, the thing about sapphires is they need one direct light. 888-835-2237 if you want more Giuseppe Perez, or you want to see what your choices are, or you just want help finalizing. Not a big deal. This one is going to be Shop 5. And when you see this level of design, it's a beautiful kind of Rolo chain. The sapphires are bezel set, okay? And then on top of that, a star sapphire, what better accessory than stars? Sterling silver stars. And look at this. You have a couple of different sizes all the way around. And look at the back. You have a gorgeous lobster claw clasp. Stars upon stars upon stars. It's literally a galaxy of incredible workmanship. And there is your lobster claw clasp. These are going to be about 7¼ inches. And let's talk value.
Let's talk.
$249 is every day. I'm doing my best to be very, very still and use my inside voice with these, John. It is a challenge. I'm losing it. I expect any moment that they're going to say, go sit in the corner.
Absolutely not. Bring it out, Becky.
Oh, my gosh.
It's like a bull in a china shop over here with us.
A bull in a jewelry closet, that's for sure. Okay, now here's what I would do with this, and you may think I'm crazy.
Tell me.
I would take a second sterling silver bracelet, anything that you want, and maybe it's a Rolo, and I would put it together like this, and I would wear this as a choker.
Ooh.
I would totally wear this as a choker, y'all, because it's easily doable. So it's 7 if you can swing that, you could easily build this in as a beautiful accessory to any chain that you have. This is so wild. You know why? Because look at this. This literally will make a puddle in my hand. It is that supple, and that is very unusual. That's very high quality workmanship for a bracelet. And then it just shakes out. You'll just shake that out. You'll get your stars all aligned, and you'll be so glad that you bought this. This is what Gaia does. She's so whimsical. She's so creative. She's got such an amazing eye for detail, right? The devil's in the details? No, the value is in the details. The talent is in the details. And look again. I mean, layers and layers, not just a few. It's, you know what? It's so easy to just take a chain and just add a little few jump rings and add a few charms. She didn't do that. The links of the bracelet are sets of stars. $249 every day at Shop LC. On clearance right now until they're all gone at Shop LC. We have how many? 3 of these?
We are looking at exactly 9.
9. Okay, 9. They're going to be 7¼ inches. You could add any extender you want to this. Not a problem at all. But please try wearing it as a choker because it's stunning. Your clearance price is $162.49. Add your live 25 savings, and guess what? Your price goes down to smoking hot, $122. $122. Your budget pay is less than $31. Less than $31. How many budget pays? 5? 4.
We can do 4, yeah.
4 budget pays. Amazing. Seriously, add another bracelet to that and just wear this as a choker. Nobody else is going to be like this. You're going to be the sexiest lady in the soup aisle, I promise you. Or produce, or crackers, or peanut butter, or tortillas. If you're me, I've always got tortillas. Amazing. Very pretty star bracelet. Really sparkles in the sun. Great fit. Thank you, Shop LC. Very pretty. Love the little stars. I couldn't agree. Susan, 5 stars. Monica, 5 stars. Absolutely beautiful. There are 4 reviews altogether, 4 stars in total, but just gorgeous. Now, the star sapphires Remember, star sapphires are a sleepy little miracle. The thing that you're going to see about the Kanchanabris, which come from Thailand, is you're going to notice that deep, dark, sort of denim blue. And when they're in the spotlight, they're going to wink at you with a little 6 or 8 star. They're going to blink at you with a little 6 or 8 star. That's kind of the magic of star sapphires. They're strong, but they're subtle. Okay, they're the strong silent type. They have to have everything just right for them to show up. So really, really great. If you own any of the GP collection, please drop a comment for everybody who might be new to this series, because they are so gorgeous. Such incredible creativity in every single one of Gaia's pieces. And if you would love to collect them, you should be seriously cruising that website every single day for her latest pieces, because they sell out and they get finalized and they do not come back. Super limited edition on all these pieces.
So unique.
Yeah, they are.
So unique.
Did you know that her ancestors documented? We can prove it in writing.
Yeah.
She has the papers where her ancestors were commissioned by the Queen of Spain in 1472.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's incredible. I believe it, though.
Yes.
I believe it. You have this beautiful legacy that's been passed down, and the artisanship and craftsmanship behind it is stunning.
And you know, I mean, I really do think that talent sort of translates on.
Oh, of course.
And her father brought the line to us originally as Giuseppe Perez. So
Correct.
she has kept the GP, which is her initials as well, and changed it now to the GP family collection, family legacy collection. But, you know, when we had the first shows with her dad, he's an incredibly well-known designer out in the luxury space.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're already collecting those pieces in the luxury space, the pieces that this incredible family does for us are even smaller in quantity.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my mind, they're even more collectible because there are fewer of them. You can look at some of their work on designer resale sites. Yeah. Still very pricey.
Oh, yeah.
So you want things that hold on to value. You buy style, and that means it's got to have a certain look. If you're talking about fabric, for example, does it have a certain color? What is the color? This one that I'm wearing today, not a very fancy thing, but the thing that makes it eye-catching, at least for me, was the fact that there was a certain pattern there. So you look at the certain things just like you would in any element of style, and these are always top-notch, just absolutely exquisite pieces. All right, my friends, one good star deserves another. And how about a star with pearls? What an incredible pearls, butter pearls, very different roundness. Many cultured pearls are tissue nucleated, which means they have that kind of long, elongated, not really clear-cut design. But these are beautiful. Now, you'll notice that they're not super tall pearls. They are along the road. In my mind, that makes it a little bit more wearable, and I really am a huge fan of these. The stars that float this design will really impressive. Now, size-wise, these are all going to be 7 1/4, 10.5 carats. Those stars are dripping with white zircons. The sparkle that's happening in these are absolutely gorgeous. This is a very, very special collection. I would never, ever think of putting pearls and zircons together, but that's why Gaia gets the big bucks. I mean, she is such a talented designer, and the entire profile is nothing short of exquisite. I mean, if you saw somebody wearing this at the restaurant next to you, or, you know, the sporting event that you're attending, Friday Night Lights here in Texas, or maybe you saw this on somebody's hand at a wedding reception or a beautiful, you know, business function, it would instantly capture your attention because it's got that level of importance. Now, here's what Gaia knows how to do. Normally, a bracelet is going to have this link will match, this link will match that link. Look at this. So first of all, you've got some symmetry in the links, and then, oh, by the way, let's just make this link a star, a 5-pointed star, and look at how they fit together. Okay, so I'm going to show you on the back how they look together, how they nestle together, and keep in mind, nestle and a 5-pointed star, that ain't easy. All right, so here is how those links all fit together. Are you seeing that level of workmanship? And look at how the whole piece folds back on itself. when you, and I'm a bracelet junkie. Okay. I don't collect them. I don't love them. I'm an absolute bracelet junkie. This is so well made. You put this on and it is silky smooth. And make no mistake about it. This is heavy. This is a very substantial piece. This is a piece that combines the elegance and the sophistication of pearls. Maybe they're your grandmother's, but it also adds a little fun and whimsy. I had a dear friend, Kathy, and I was telling her one day, I got the chance to go to China and float around on one of the freshwater pearl ponds, and it was amazing. I was coming back, and she said, she had a very thick Texas accent. She said, I don't wear pearls. My granny wore pearls. And I'm like, honey, these are not your granny's pearls, okay? They are so not your granny's pearls. Can you imagine this? Walking down the aisle, holding that bouquet, wearing the elegance and the timeless sophistication of pearls, and then those beautiful little stars, a little wink and a nod to fun. I mean, I just love that. Okay, let's talk about savings. All right, $2,700 on this piece, absolutely doable. And these are freshwater pearls. They're not faux pearls. They're not fake pearls. They're not look-alike. They're not pop pearls. These are beautiful freshwater pearls. And I want to say as well, do you see there's a little nuance of color? So you're not seeing that these are all like cookie cutter color. That's one of the indications that tells me that these are probably all naturally colored as well. One of the beautiful things about freshwater pearls is that they take on coloring so beautifully. But the treatment part of it is a great thing because it gives us choices, but it really brings the untreated pieces, the natural beauty of things so much more into focus, okay? And I'm the first person who's going to say, listen, buy Fisher-Filled Ruby because it's big, it's gorgeous, it's red, it's awesome, and they're affordable. But when you see pieces like this that have natural earth mined elements or, beautiful pieces like this, it just takes your breath away because you realize just the improbability of putting this all together for $449. And let me just show you the size. So wonderful wearability on this. Now look at what she did with the clasp. You have a very important heavy duty insert box clasp, which just fits right into that silhouette. And the pearls are going to have little nuances of blush or peach. You have kind of a rosé, almost kind of just a little bit of lavender on some of the pearls, and a variety of sizes as well. It looks like the design just happened organically. It looks like something you would find in a garden, but at the same time, if you start to look at this piece and you start to just observe the details of the construction, you can see that it's all by design. It's just gorgeous, and that takes the cake. That's the final finishing glory right there. All right, $449 is the Shop LC everyday price. And I'm going to make sure that you've got your GP signature on here as well. Your price with your Live 25 savings goes down to $337. Then we take it, we slice it, we dice it, and we bring it down to the point of $2 and change per day for 5 months. That means I'm going to round up, $68 budget pay. I mean, this gal puts the A in affordable, and yes, there's your logo. Look at that little beautiful sapphire, that little blue sapphire tucked away in the image of that eye. I see you, and it's just gorgeous. So you've got all of the hallmarks, all of the authenticity, all of the provenance built in. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, but you only have 48 hours. In my mind, you have 48 seconds to grab this because we only have a few of these. Maybe we've got a couple dozen, okay? A couple dozen. You don't have a minute to wait. Put down that bagel and get yourself over to the website. Shop 6, and it's fabulous. I'd love to see you wearing this. I'd love to see you post a picture of your wrist, on your wrist on the Shop LC VIP page. All right. If you're confused about the shopping process, Frank. Oh, Frank, it's so nice to see you. Listen, you know me, Frank. I'm usually up in the middle of the night. So they coaxed me into being up in the daylight hours. And I'm telling you, it took a lot of coffee to get me here, my friend. It did. I had to have 3 scrambled eggs this morning. I was a hungry girl. Right,
I actually went and woke Becky up.
Wasn't easy. Yeah. Does the word garden hose? I'm going to get the hose. One of the things we say here in Texas. But it's so nice to have all of you out here. Now, the way that you get your paws, your mitts, your wrists on these highly collectible pieces is you type in the number below. So this one is, the bracelet is shop 6. You type that in the chat below. The Shop LC website will auto reply with a link to that particular item. When you put that in your shopping cart, type in live 25. That one is eligible for free shipping. You get all the budget pay. You get all the savings. And if all that is just like, that's too complicated, I'm going to make it easy. Call a personal shopper. 888-835-2237. 888-835-2237. And they'll walk you through the process. And personal shopper is different than customer service. Customer service is great. Next agent helps the next caller. Things get done. Personal shopping is different. You actually develop a relationship with the personal shopper, and it's 100% free. So it's you and that person. And there's something I really like that dealing with the same person all the time. In today's world, a lot of things are automated, and sometimes you just yearn for that connection, and that's where personal shopping comes in. It's free, okay? It's absolutely free. You can grab a screenshot of anything that we've done and give that information to a personal shopper, and they'll help you figure it out, okay? All right. Live streams happening Monday through Friday, 8 and 10 a.m., and then afternoon and evening shows are 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. That's Monday through Friday. And on Saturday, we've added another time slot as well. Saturdays are 10 a.m., 2, 6, and 8 p.m. The live stream shows live in the live stream library at shoplc.com, and you can now watch them on your app as well. Lots of great deals happening all the time at ShopLC. It's a really great, fun, diverse place to shop. And stuff comes in and goes out of the collection and gets retired pretty much on the regular. So don't miss. You want it, grab it. You have a full 30-day money-back guarantee. I call it the happiness window. You've got 30 days to get home, make yourself a cup of tea, sit down at your kitchen table, and just check it out. Love it. Okay, speaking of just check it out, dragons are something that have been part of history and heritage and legacy and stories from ancient times. But take a look at this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. This one is green and white diamonds. Yeah, green and white diamonds. Now, the green diamonds are going to have a dark sort of forest green, so they're very, very dark in the color, and that adds a little bit to the mystery of this green. I mean, is there a better color for a dragon than dark green scales? I mean, you want it to look a little bit like I want my dragon to look a little bit like a crocodile, honestly. Total carat weight here is 75 points. So great use of space and green diamonds and white diamonds. 18 karat yellow gold. This is built in to the chain, and you can see that you've got 2 jump rings right on the shoulders that are going to hold this bad boy in place. Your protector, your mentor. This is the item that you wear when you definitely want to make a statement. But at the same time, it's not overly done. I mean, it's really wearable. There's also a 2-inch extender, so it's going to go from 18 to 20 inches, and it's heavy. That extra weight on the body of the dragon allows this one to always be right where you need it to be, so it will sit beautifully on the neckline. 2 jump rings keep it in place all the time, and you never have to worry about finding a chain because the chain is built in. Now, it goes from $1,600 or so at retail. And depending on where you're shopping for retail, as a motif like this that's super rich and super saturated with color and design and stones in general may even be more than $1,600. Okay, like I said before, I don't shop retail anymore. I don't have to because I get the variety and the value that I really want and crave right here at Shop LC. But the Shop LC price every day on a GP family legacy piece, your price every day is $299. When you type in live 25, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you save? Yeah, you save $50. Yes, you do. Takes it down to a budget pay of $45. And that's 5 payments with no interest and no credit check and no qualifying. And remember, if you need to think about other payment options, we do have PayPal credit behind the scenes. And that's where your relationship with the personal shopper really comes in handy because they can explain all the details. So 888 I've got so many numbers. 888-835-2237 for the personal shopping team.
Hey, Elias, can we put that graphic up?
Okay, and this is Shop 7. So shop 7. Now, I will tell you, at one point, I mean, look at the design. Well, you know what? Yeah, there it is. But when you type in shop 7, you're going to go right back to the Shop LC website. And what you're going to see is an entire photo journal of every angle. I mean, and when you look at this, you see the detail of the eyes. You see that dragon scowl. I mean, there's just something not right about a happy dragon, right? You want a dragon to be a little serious. You want to be a little strong. And you've got look at the ears or the scales or whatever it is. Whatever these things are up here. Okay? The tail of the dragon, the way that all of those green diamonds are pave set. You don't even see one single prong. You know why? Because it's sterling silver. On top of the sterling silver, you have the yellow gold vermeil, and then the prongs that hold in all the green diamonds. The rhodium that's finished off with the sterling silver prongs is basically dyed to match the color of the diamonds. Incredible. And, you can't be sloppy with details like this. I mean, you're basically using precious metals as an artistic medium to add the coloration exactly where it needs to be. It's amazing. On the backside, full layering of all of that 18 karat yellow gold right on top of the dragon, and a beautiful design. The body is a cast piece. All of the stones are set by hand, and they are incredible. 30-day money-back guarantee, 30-day window to get this home. If you've never experienced wearing a dragon, it's a game changer. I mean, it's a subtle thing. And the thing is, you don't see yourself wearing it, but everybody sees it on you. And so that's a game changer. Now, this is going to come in a beautiful gift pouch. Okay. The packaging is really amazing on these as well. So definitely something to consider, especially during this time of, hey, I'm buying gifts. Buying gifts. We've gotten emails in the overnight show from a couple of people who have said, oh, my holiday shopping's all done. Done. Shop it for me now. So, okay, let's check out the reviews on this one. Donna, 5 stars. The most beautiful dragon I've ever seen. He's definitely a keeper. All right. Let's see. Outrageous Vegas Darcy says.
Great name, by the way.
I know. I love that. Beautiful piece. Can you fix this one? It says,
yes,
okay. Yeah, Outrageous Vegas Darcy. That's an amazing thing. But here we go. Thank you. Mm-hmm. First of all, the price point is incredible. Now, she does not mention that she got the live 25 savings. Okay, your savings is not you're not paying $300. You're paying $225. So you're saving. Is that $75 on the savings? Yes, that's a $75 savings. So here she says, wow. Gaia also made sure she had the dragon suspended on both sides so that the dragon lays flat, doesn't flip, but you can really move it to show the motion of the piece, just exquisite. There is a comparative piece of jewelry made by a company that rhymes with, I'm going to let you check it out, and it's over $5,000. That's what I'm telling you. These prices are outrageous on these pieces. Beautiful. Thank you, Gaia and Shop LC. Beautiful white and green diamond from Joshua. And that's another point. I mean, this is a piece that would look very handsome on a gentleman's neckline as well. GP is always beautiful. The designer is innovative and has a keen eye for detail. I love the 3-dimensionality of this piece. Truly delivers joy. Thank you very much, Min. Once again, another amazing piece from GP. I have the ring, and it goes great with the pendant. There was a ring. I don't know if it's still available. I would tell you to check behind the scenes. That's where your relationship with the personal shopper comes in. 888-835-2237. So yeah, just amazing. Really, really wonderful pieces. And when you start to buy Gaia's pieces in the GP family collection, you get kind of spoiled because she is a master of nuance and detail. All right, 18 inches up to 20 with that extender, just out of the box, ready to go. This is a great piece if you want to ship it across the miles to somebody. You want to do build to, ship to. Personal shoppers can help you with that as well. So don't forget, we got lots of options to deliver joy here at Shop LC. All right, that one, just to review, is going to be Shop 7. The packaging in her pieces is also really exquisite. If you're looking for something that makes an incredible impression from start to finish, you won't do better than Guy's pieces here at Shop LC. All right. I don't know if there are still the ring available, but seriously, just Lisa! I've been loving your pictures on the Facebook. Thank you for that. Yeah, you're looking good, girl. All right. That is a cool dragon. I know. All right. So gorgeous. Now, coming up next, a piece that has a garden-inspired design and motif. Is that going to be that? No. Hold on. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. There it is. It's on my other left hand. Okay. This is one of those things where you say to yourself, and you many times, I know I've done that before, I don't anymore, and you see a piece that you like, and immediately, you know, that the devil and the angel kind of thing, you see a piece that you like, and you say, oh, wow, I really love that. But this guy over here is saying, oh, it's too big, it won't be comfortable, it's going to get in your way, which is really just this guy sort of helping you save face, because you're really thinking, wow, that's got to be expensive. And so the way that we save face, because I hate to say I can't afford it, or at least I used to not like to say that in my younger days, and now it's just like, it's not in the budget. But when you get to that point where there's something you really, really want, and you're trying to save yourself from making a lot of payments on a charge card, you sort of talk yourself out of it. You sort of talk yourself off the overspending the ledge. Oh, it's too big. Oh, it's going to get in the way. Oh, I can't afford it. You know, you talk yourself out of it. And then comes along Shop LC. You love it? You like it? Let's make it affordable. Oh, and let's make it a limited edition designer piece. Cha-ching! That's always expensive. That is what this collection does in it, without a doubt. And they do it with such amazing attention to detail. Look at that ring. Now, we'll show you the picture on the big screen here in a second. But remember, you're going to have GP stamped in the band. These will not say DeJoy because we didn't design them. We help Gaia in the production aspect of it, but you do have the watchful eye, which is her signature, and that little sapphire in the middle of that eye is right there in the undergallery. Now, the amethyst, let me show you how this looks. The amethyst is definitely the heart and soul, but there's no mistaking that you have a garden or a natural influence. And again, the Art Nouveau period was so rich and abundant. You see many pieces like this from René Lalique, Louis Comfort Tiffany, incorporating designs like this into all sorts of things. Beautiful fabrics, gorgeous lampshades. I mean, everybody's heard of a Tiffany lampshade, right? And what do you see? You see gorgeous nature scenes almost always. But that is incredible. And again, look at the wearability. So it's got enough undergallery to protect that center stone, but also maybe a couple of little extra millimeters to give her the height that she needs. The corner pieces on this are really important because not only do you have this magnificent centerpiece, but look at these beautiful little petals. It's like you've got a little daisy, and every single one of those genuine gemstones is now bezel set, wrapped around in layers of precious metal so that you get lots of stability. You've got the beautiful kind of floral colors and accents here as well. So you've got this little rosette and that little rosette, and then all of a sudden you've got sort of the same image there. Now on the other side, very, very, very similar. But then from the side, look at this. You've got another little floral aspect. So really, really gorgeous. Strong and sturdy, complete undergallery, beautifully finished on the undergallery. That thing is never going to lose its shape. You're going to lose your shape right now because this one is Shop 8. The amethyst in the center is a very particular variety that we call Rose de France. Some people call it pink amethyst. Most of this material used to come from Bolivia, but that beautiful pastel kind of color is very big with the pink secondary stones. And this one is very richly saturated. Now, 8.5 carats altogether. The ring is going to weigh several grams of sterling silver, and on top of that, you have the yellow gold as well. On the hand, fits like a dream. You're going to notice here that you've got a very substantial prong, but it doesn't stand up nice and tall. It doesn't stand up tall, so it's really tapered and it's smoothed over on the edge, which means this is super smooth on clothing. Really, really nice. Everyday price here at Shop LC is $179, which blows my mind. I mean, if this were everyday Shop LC at $299, I would say just get it, because the value that you're getting here goes way beyond the carat weight of the stones and the gram weight of the metal. You're talking about something that lives up to the word legacy. This is not a hype. We're not telling you, oh, well, I've been doing this for a few years and this is my family. No, this is generations, not just decades. This is hundreds of years of jewelry making experience, all now expressed through the latest generation in Gaia Perez. Everyday price $179. Type in live 25. Put this in your basket. We have 10 pieces all together. Put it in your basket. Check out, type in the word live 25, and you save an instant 25%. So your budget pay is down to $45. 3 budget pays of $45. 3 payments of $45. Okay. And listen for the radio ads. They're going to be popping up in your neighborhood soon. And they're going to say, everything in the store is 60 payments. It's got a certain ring to it. Sounds like it could be a good thing. But guess what? 60 monthly payments divided by 12 months is 5 years. Listen, you can own that free and clear in 3 payments and wear it for 50 years. You see the difference? You're getting such incredible value for the dollar here. You cannot, you can, I bake a lot. I don't bake a lot, much more, but I've baked for a long time. Okay. I've got lots and lots of ribbons from the county fair. Okay. For things like brownies and bars and, different things.
I believe it.
But I'm not a fancy baker. You ask me to, draw a flower on a cookie. I'll just cry. I'll just eat the cookie. Like, what cookie? There's no cookie. But this level of design and style is just, have you ever been to a fancy restaurant and you have a plate of food that's so gorgeous you almost don't want to eat it? I mean, that's this kind of finesse, okay? And you almost can't, you have to be willing to learn this. This is not, I watched a YouTube video and now I can, take the door off the hinges. Okay. That's not this work. Do not be fooled by this price point. This price point does nothing to express how important and valuable these pieces are. And they're limited edition, so they're only going to become more and more and more valuable. And Gaia Perez, we are so blessed to have her because that company that her dad built and her ancestors built creates massive luxury items for marketplaces all over the world. And you're going to get these right here at the Little Shop LC in Austin, Texas. And they're limited editions. They're limited quantities. And when they're done, they're done. Listen, all they can tell you is that's my 2 cents, right? That and, $8 will get you a fancy cup of coffee. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to get it home and just try it. Okay. This is Shop 8. You make 1 payment on it today. First of all, you make 1 payment. You're a third of the way finished, but get it home. Just the nuance of the piece. And I promise you, you will, and you can find me on social media. I mean, if you disagree with me, listen, I love having that conversation, but just try it. This is such a level of freedom and accessibility with incredible pieces of artwork. This is well beyond what you would just call jewelry. All right. Oof, I got goosebumps. I am a goosebump. What do I know? Okay, here we go. The next one, and you see Gaia a lot drawing on inspirations that she learned from her father. When her dad and I did the first show with her dad here. And of course, when you get to a certain age, you talk about family and things. And the first thing, you have kids? Yeah, I have a daughter. I said, oh, is she going to follow you? Because, I looked him up. I was like, oh my gosh, to have this level of designer is ridiculous. I said, is she going to follow you into the business? And he's like, he was eating a chicken salad from Jason's Deli, drinking a cup of tea. We were having this conversation, and he looked at me and he said, sort of misty, and he said, "No, I don't." He said, "She's doing other things. I don't think she's gonna follow along." But sure enough, she made a U-turn, and man, I'm telling you, thank goodness, because it's been a wonderful thing for all of us. Anyway, anyhow. All right, this one is available still in 3 different sizes. So I've got a 6.5, a 7 1/4, and an 8-inch, essentially small, medium, and large.
Same pricing.
What's that?
Same pricing on all 3 sizes.
Same pricing on all 3 sizes. And listen, okay, so here's the crazy thing. How many stones just in the small one, Elias? So in the small one, it's 13.5 carats, okay? And you've got, when you have an all-around design like this, here's the tricky part. When you have a piece, there she is. There she is, talking to some of the folks in the home office about stones, about partnering. That's one of the beautiful buildings there in Jaipur. She's probably visiting City Palace, the Pink Palace. It's an absolutely amazing piece full of ancestry and history and all sorts of incredible architectural designs. But she's just, she is an artist. She is an artisan. But anyway, we'll show you this design here in just a little bit. Of course, the Italian tradition is not short on any of those same elements. Now, here's the crazy thing, okay? And I want you to just think about this for just a minute. There are two ways to put together a bracelet and a necklace, okay? You can have, okay, she's got 5 different stones. So we could have those 5 stones. So pick 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just do that set, for example, right now. So we could have produced this in 3 sizes by simply using these 5 pieces and then making the back side all chain, just a chain. So that would be a very affordable way to do it. But look at this one. It goes all the way around. And let me show you something else cool about this. As a bracelet, to have this level of flexibility so that you can fold it flat and everything faces forward. Now, you don't wear it like this, but you will wear it a lot because of this. This level of flexibility, the way that these links are put together to give you this really amazing flow around your wrist is really important. And instead of just using 5 pieces and making all of this chain and making it cookie cutter, the same, she has followed in the Shop LC concept of producing the same 360-degree bracelet for every size, which means a lot more stones and a lot more work and a lot more value. But look at how that floats on the wrist. Every single one of these pieces is incredible. The everyday price on this is $399. This is going to be Shop 8. And you've got sunshine, yellow citrine. You've got those tart, tangy, beautiful citrines, that deep Cabernet red on the garnets. Of course, you've got the beautiful royal purple there as well, but just beautiful. Seriously, one of those as an earring would cost you hundreds of dollars. White zircon come in as well on that, rhodium over that. Everyday price is $399, live $25, live stream price saves you 25%. Your price goes down to $299. So it goes from $400 to $300. I'm going to round up a penny. But you have 3 payments of $99. Again, 3 payments of $99. These pieces are signed. They're limited edition. She makes a certain number of them with our team. Our team does the labor for her. She's definitely in the calling the shots in the design aspect of it. But you own that forever. Look at those halos. And very complicated. Again, she's taken the hard road here because these are not just all little rounds. You have tapered baguettes that fan out around the entire piece. That's a very complicated piece. All of those baguettes, number 1, they're hard to cut. Number 2, they're very challenging to set, and she's done it so beautifully. Your payment of $99 today locks this in for you. It locks in your 30-day money-back guarantee. It locks in your live stream savings on the remaining 2 budget pays, and it gets you a Gaia Perez GP Family Collection Original. And this particular piece, she only designs this for the Shop LC audience. So of all the other pieces that she designs for her own collections, you only get this one at Shop LC. I mean, exclusive on top of wow, on top of, OMG. This is just gorgeous. And again, it's not a big piece. Is it bigger than you would normally wear? Probably. This is bigger than the standard, 3 or 4 millimeter piece. Why? Because you get such an incredible value. Treat yourself to something that's just a little bit more than you would normally wear. Okay. Think outside your jewelry box. And seriously, as a person who wears bracelets all the time, that's one of the first things I do. I just normally say, okay, now lay it down. Because if you can lay it down, that tells you that the movement between those links, you're going to wear this one all the time. This is a very busy part of your body, okay? It feeds the dog. It makes toast. It, takes care of people that you love, keeps you in communication with all the things that you have to do. It turns the pages in the hymnal on Sunday. It rakes the leaves in the fall. It's a very busy part of your body, and so it's very important that the things that you wear on your wrist follow along with that level of flexibility. And that one is rock star. Okay, rock star. All right, that one is shop 10. Guys, thank you so much for following along. We're doing GP collection today, and I'm hoping I can get through everything. But remember, there's a personal shopper behind the scenes that would love to help you if you just want that personal touch. Maybe it's just like, I'm too confused, I'm too busy, I don't have time for all the buttons and the bells and the whistles. I just want to talk to somebody who can turn me into Captain Picard and make it so. That's where your personal shopper comes in. 888-835-2237. And that personal shopper, you'll get to know them and they'll get to know you. And whenever you're looking for something in a hurry or you just want help, that's what you do. You call the personal shopping team. Okay. Live stream savings are good only for 48 hours. And I'm looking at these pieces. There's not a lot in any of these collections, but that's pretty typical for Gaia Perez and the GP family heritage pieces. So you want to get them the minute that you see them. Let yourself I'm giving you that freedom to make it happen. With a price like this, absolutely. All right, multi-gemstone ring coming up next. And let me see. Oh, I've got the butterfly. I love that piece. Yeah. Again, a piece that is a little bit bigger than you might normally own. All right. But so wearable and so manageable and just so much fun. You can see the garden influence here because you have individual stones, and you can see just like you would in a bouquet. You don't necessarily see every single bloom on 360 degrees. You can see some that have a full expression. There's a little bit of peridot tucked in for your greenery, a beautiful bright citrine piece. There's some blue topaz and some peridot there as well. 925 telling you sterling silver, GP for Gaia Perez. I'm just calling it the G. I first met Giuseppe, so I tend to say Giuseppe first, but it's definitely Gaia Perez. The GP, I'll show you the logo. The GP, there it is. GP Family Legacy. So I love that. I think that's so much fun. Now, here's the thing. Again, super limited on these. Your everyday price at Shop LC, $179. And we have 5-star reviews on this one. Total carat weight on this one is really important. Your total carat weight here is going to be 10.5 carats. Yep, 10.5 carats. Now, I'm going to add a bracelet, which is not exactly the same pattern, but you definitely have the same floral inspired pieces. And it's done in gold vermeil. So I'm going to see if I can go ahead and add this for you as well, because I want you to see them coming up. Let me do this for you first. Look at that. Not the same, but definitely the floral garden inspiration is there. So you may think about pairing those together. Retail easily from the components, the artistry, the artwork on this, the complication on the design, easily $1,500. Easily. And if you're, goodness gracious, all the best if you're on a Mediterranean cruise and you see this in the gift shop. Okay, I don't think $1,500 would begin to cover it. I don't. But we have 10 of these available. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Limited, a couple of pieces in each one. Super comfortable on the back side. Sterling silver with yellow gold vermeil, 10.5 carats. Everyday price at Shop LC is not $1,500. Everyday Shop LC price is $179. And by the way, 3 reviews and a perfect 5-star rating. Perfect 5-star rating over 3 reviews. Your budget pay, 3 budget pays, this goes down to $45 on the budget pay. You can wear it to all the holiday parties and maybe just wear it. Just put it on and wear it. You don't need a reason to wear something like this just because. Only wear it on days that end in Y. Okay, promise me. Promise me, John.
That's the thing about it. You get jewelry like this, and most people, they save it because they're like, they never want to, they're always afraid to wear it. And it's like a piece like this you have to wear. You have to enjoy them.
Take the cushions off the couch, y'all.
Yeah.
Use the good china. Use the fancy silverware, okay? Because you deserve it. What are you saving it for? All we have is today anyway, my goodness gracious.
Enjoy your life.
Absolutely.
Enjoy what you have. Otherwise, why are you buying it?
Absolutely. But that's the thing, too. I mean, listen, I admit, I'm a tightwad. I'm just going to say it. If I walked into the store, no matter how much I love that, I would have to think a long time before I laid down $1,500. I would. I would give it a lot of thoughts. That's what my dad always told me. You don't have to decide today. You can come back tomorrow. Still going to have that big price tag tomorrow, my dad would say. Okay, Dad, you were right. But if I walked in and saw that at $179 and then I saw this next to it, and even though it's not exact the same, you can definitely see that they are really definitely designed by the same designer. The same incredible brain created both of those. All right, $45 on your budget pay. Type in Shop 10 down below. We will send you a link to this piece at the Shop LC website, and you'll have a complete photo album and a complete description, the number of stones, the carat weight, the breakdown of every single piece, how much metal there is involved. You'll see a full description when you type in Shop 10 and go to the Shop LC website. When you say yes and you put it in your shopping cart, you only get the live 25 discount for the next 48 hours or until they're sold out. So these pieces will go pretty quickly behind the scenes, I'm thinking, because that's just how they move. They move very, very quickly. All right. Thank you, everybody. And if you're out there and you want to send me a hey, I'd love to hear from you. Becky Booker, part of the Shop LC crew here for many, many moons. We started the cameras rolling about 17 years ago, and they just haven't stopped. And now we are so happy to add a whole other level of jewelry collectors and connoisseurs with a live stream collection. So thank you all for jumping in on it. This is a really beautiful piece. One of the things that you're going to see in the packaging is you're going to see the little, thanks a million, grazie miele, is that it? Grazie miele. With your Giuseppe Perez family legacy piece, you've brought magic and creativity into your life. Here's to endless moments of Italian magic, style, and inspiration. That is so nice. I've never actually read that. And that's a little note from Gaia. And still, just an incredibly alert, in tune. She's a lifelong learner, and she's just such an incredible inspiration to so many of us here. All right, speaking of...
We have a quick shout out. We have Assunta joining us on Facebook. Commenting.
Assunta! Thank you. It's so nice to see you out there. Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you. Are you on the Shop LC VIP page? Let me know if you are. And if you are, send me a friend request. I'd love to connect with you. Okay, now this is going to come in a beautiful box, but it'll also come in a gift pouch. So I love this. This is a great way to save pieces, especially if you're going to travel. But I want you to look at this, okay? Is that not absolutely gorgeous? Look at that design. This one is called the Art Deco Collection, and it is a AAA 10. Well, is this the blue spinel? I don't think I have the blue spinel on this one. Let's see. Oh, okay. No, this is the wrong one. That's going to be an amethyst. Do you have an oval blue spinel? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you. My bad.
All good.
Okay. We're gonna do the amethyst piece in a bit, but I'm gonna put this in here and rewind. Okay, you ready? Because this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Now, the Tanzanian blue spinel, it is the only piece that you are going to see in the world of gemstones. Sometimes we relate it back to those crayons that some of us had when we were little. We call it the big box of 64. Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. If you were in the 3rd grade and you owned a big box of 64 with a built-in sharpener, you were somebody. You were.
Pretty sure it's still popular, guys. Crayons don't go out of style.
Yeah, but there's jewelry. Oh my gosh, there's so many now. There's scented, there's washable, there's glitter.
Nobody ever uses the white one, though.
No.
Did you use the white one?
Absolutely.
You did?
Yes.
Maybe just me. Sorry.
No. Did you? So my favorite thing to do was to take the colors and you just color it the whole page. Yeah. So you make like stripes and stripes and stripes, and then you cover it over. And if you didn't use the white one or the peach colored one, your scratches would not come out the same. You had to use it.
I used the peach. The white one didn't get too much use, though.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. This one you don't find in the big box of 64 crayons because it's a color that we call cobalt blue. And in nature, this does have a little bit of cobalt in the crystal matrix. we can add to Mother Nature's creativity by giving this a little extra cobalt treatment, if you will, to give it a stunning bottle. You look at this, and if you collect antiques or you collect, there was a certain color of glassware that came about in the early 1920s, 1930s, and it was called cobalt glass, and it was this color, stunning. Now, this is not glass. This is spinel, and it is a very rare color in the world of spinel. Whether it's untreated or treated, this is an incredibly unusual color. And a lot of times, when we talk about gemstone treatments, sometimes it's hard because there's a lot of science that goes into figuring out how to bring things around to not only just something that's really magical, but super magical. And that's this color. You can't not see it. It looks like it has a battery. I mean, it's incredibly bright and vibrant. And this one is set in 10 karat white gold. So definitely giving you a mounting upgrade on this one. Now, we don't have a lot. Okay, and I know I've been saying that a lot, but we only have 17 of these pieces to go around. So check them out while you can. And that color is AAA grade, of course. So everyday price, if you saw this in retail, when it comes to things that are this color, this is one that's obscure, okay? Many companies would say, I don't know where to get it. Or if they could get it, it's a situation where now they're involved with multiple layers of resellers and wholesalers. So you've got to look at the cost of getting it. This is where Shop LC really excels. One of the places, sourcing. This is, for all intents and purposes, a very, very obscure and inconsistent gemstone to source. And that makes it really, really difficult. It also makes it a really incredible value because it's not well known, because there's not a lot of customer demand, because it kind of is a ground floor opportunity, because it's so unusual. That level of being unusual really makes it a super bargain. And there's no doubt about it. I mean, you can see this from a mile away. And Gaia's come in and she's put a little 4-leaf clover kind of design on the sides. And we're going to take this down. And I was going to see if those are ovals or round. No, those are rounds. But those are full cut diamonds, not spinels. I love spinel. They're earth mined diamonds. Let me just leave it at that. They're earth mined diamonds. Okay. All right. And of course, you've got her signature on the inside. Can you imagine if you give that something new, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue? Yeah. And you have her signature on the inside as well as that beautiful little sapphire with the GP logo. You have it all right there. This is done in white gold. Now, $1079.99 is the Shop LC price. But live 25, your 25% savings crashes that price down to $809. $809. That means your budget pay, and this has 2 5-star reviews, by the way. Your budget pay on this goes down to $162. 5 payments, $162. You make the first payment today, and we do what a neighbor would do. Hey, can you help me out with it? Yeah. We'll carry the balance, no questions, no interest for the remainder of the 4 months, and you're good. That's less than $6 a day. So again, look at your budgeting app, see where your wiggle room is. And there's a reason that you leave yourself some wiggle room. It's for reasons just like this, because every once in a while something comes along and you want to be able to have that flexibility, say, okay, my fund money this month is going to be a Tanzanian blue spinel. I mean, not going to the movies. It costs you $50 to go to the movies, for goodness sakes. And that's if you get the small popcorn. Set in white gold, diamond accents. I love the little quatrefoil design. I mean, just the sheer epitome of elegance. Okay, this one is Shop 11. Don't wait around. 2 5-star reviews as well. What an amazing ring. The spinel is so beautiful and precision cut that it gives off flashes of violet like a vivid tanzanite. The diamonds are brilliant, as is the design. What a great review. Thank you, Amy. Thank you very much. Blue from across the room, for sure. One more look. This one is Shop 11, and this one is in white gold. Most of the pieces that we have are in sterling silver in some form, but this one is in 10 karat white gold. So wearable. So I don't know why that's only AAA. That's a beautiful stone and a sizable piece as well. Let's see, what's the size of the center stone? 2.35 carats. That's probably 2.25 carats just in the middle. This is not a stone that you find easily. So I really hope you're taking advantage of that because it's a steal. Check your rearview mirror because you just stole that one. Okay, you did. And I'm happy that you did. Happy to be accessory to the crime, accessory after the fact. All right, 162 is your budget pay on that. Type in shop 11 in the comments section below. We'll send you a link, or you can just simply pick up the phone. Personal shoppers are 888-835-2237. All right. And thank you for getting in. And I love how Amy talked about the precision cutting because until you have somebody sit down at the polishing wheel and the cutting wheel, you don't release the internal fire that every gemstone has naturally. That cutting process is really so important into how you experience the beauty of every single gemstone. All right, I love that. Check out all of the GP collection online, and if you love to collect a particular style or design or designer, gosh, please make sure you talk to a personal shopper so they can give you a heads up when there are new pieces being released. There are, a lot of people are talking about holidays, Black Friday, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa coming up. Yes, but you still have many wonderful celebrations between now and then. Okay. And I'm not just talking about, turkey and dressing. I'm talking about birthdays and anniversaries and things that you want to celebrate and people that you want to celebrate and events you want to celebrate. So there's still lots of parties to be had between now and Black Friday. Although these are Black Friday prices just on October is it the 30th?
Yes.
Tomorrow's Halloween.
Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday, Halloween. What are you going to dress up as? Are you going trick-or-treating, Elias?
I am. I'm going to go check out downtown.
Are you?
He's going to go be a live stream producer.
Are you going to dress up? Yeah. What's your outfit? What's your outfit?
I was thinking of going. Nico was saying he's going to be a ghost, a cowboy ghost. And I was going to go as the Joker.
It's the Joker, okay.
Yeah, I've been procrastinating that look, but that's the look I'm going to go for.
Are you going to do the whole makeup?
Yep.
Okay.
Dye my hair green.
Dye your hair green? Okay.
I'm already smiling all the time.
All right, yeah. Leo's going as part of one of the K-pop demon things.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. He's got his pink argyle sweater. He's got the whole thing. He's into K-pop right now.
I saw Power Rangers on motorcycles yesterday, guys.
Oh, no. Power Rangers on motorcycles. That's crazy. There's so many things. I went over the weekend to visit some friends up in Wisconsin, and they had little grandkids. They were trick-or-treating, and there was a whole family that came by, and the dad was dressed as Peter Pan, and the mom was dressed as Wendy, and then the little boy was dressed as Captain Hook.
Nice.
And his hook kept falling out. And the little girl was the cutest Tinkerbell. I've never seen a family do trick-or-treating like that. And it was so sweet. It was amazing. Yeah. It was amazing. All right. Back to the show, my friends. GP, again, this is one of those pieces which has a little bit of a recognizable silhouette for those of us who started really wearing jewelry in the 80s. And by that, of course, I'm talking about the dome ring. And when you look at this, you're going to always see that GP. When you see the GP, you turn it the other way, and you're going to see the little eye logo that's Gaia's particular logo. And remember, Giuseppe's logo was a little star with a blue sapphire. Those have all been retired. So if you come across something that's the little star with the blue sapphire, just once in a lifetime, one of a kind, never being made anymore. But it's a really comfortable, easy to wear dome ring, and believe it or not, these stones are tourmaline. Now, tourmaline's called the stone of 1,000 colors for one reason, because it's got so many possibilities. It's the ADD diva of the gemstone world. Look, there's pink. Look, there's pink. Oh, there's pink. Oh, there's pink. Oh, there's pink. Oh, there's pinkish. Oh, there's so many colors. But that's because tourmaline in its color palette has something very unusual. It has some really strong secondary colors that set the tone or the depth of the color. So sometimes they can look a little bit golden from kind of a brownish, almost smoky quartz effect. And sometimes they can look almost silvery from almost like a silver sapphire effect. So they have some You don't really notice it until you look for it, but those secondary tonal colors change the way that you perceive color. If you do any photo editing on your phone, and you go to the where you change the tone, you can make it lighter, darker. You change the saturation level. It's one of those color adjustment things. But all that being said, the thing that makes these tourmalines really stand out is that you're really seeing almost no tonal effect. There's always some. But what you're seeing here are really beautiful colors. You've got these bronzy kind of honey golds, almost burnt sugar brown, caramel brown. And then you've got these beautiful, I'm going to say it, don't be mad at me. If that were a sapphire, I'd be calling it Paparazzi all day long. All day long. These pinks are peachy, bronzy, browny, golden. I mean, they are so warm. They're just really, really beautiful. And of course, you've got a dome ring, so it's super easy to wear. All of the stones are set into the height of the dome. But let's talk about price, okay? Regular price at Shop LC is $249. Now, you may expect we're saying estimated retail value here is $979. I think that's too low, but that's not up to me. What I'm about to do is blow your socks off, okay? Knock your socks off. Everyday retail price on this here is $249. Now, type in live 25. The price goes down to $187 and change, okay? Then this one has 5 budget pays. Your budget pay is $38. $38. And that's $1 a day. That's $1 and I don't know, a few pennies a day. Less than $1.10 a day. Look at your app. Look at your budgeting. I think you can finesse this into your budget, and it's gorgeous. That looks like you spent $1 million. You can buy recognizable silhouettes like this because this is such an evergreen, iconic look. You see this done in high-end stores with gold. You see it done in stores that specialize in fashion pieces where it might not even be fit to your size. It's just an adjustable ring. If you need it to be bigger, you wonk it open. If you need it to be small, you pinch it closed. And you just hope you don't mash your finger in the meantime. Tailor-made, custom fit, beautiful wear. And not only that, but the back is half round. And that's important because you have extra metal. That's the thing that's going to keep it so super comfortable. No matter what you're reaching out and grabbing, it is comfortable. And it looks like $1 million. I mean, it does. All right, your budget pay on this, again, is $37 and change, which is, I don't know, $1. I'm just going to say $1.10 a day, and that's rounding up. Oh, and but speaking of, let me just show you the size of that. You already may have something, I've got, this is a super easy, dressy silhouette to wear. So you may have something like this already in your collection. And did you notice that there's a little bit of extra something down here? Yeah, there's a little extra sparkle. Altogether, this weighs in at 2.3 carats, I think. Nope, hold on. That's not it. Hold on. Yes. No, 3.9 carats. I'm sorry, I misspoke. 3.9. And this one we're calling the Tree of Life. Oh, I get it. The tree starts over there, and those are the branches of the tree. I just got that. You see? She's so smart, that guy. But beautiful. And these are finished out with beautiful little zircons all the way around, okay? $38, a little bit less than $38 on the budget pay. And incredible. Beautiful. Easy peasy to wear. The logo, everything right there to tell you that this is a designer exclusive and a Shop LC exclusive and a Giuseppe Perez original. You'll love it. You will love it. Okay, moving and grooving. We've got about, 9 minutes left. Is that possible? Is it 2 hours already?
Yeah.
Okay. Elias going, yes. All right, coming up next. Remember, the live stream shows, the live television shows are there and gone. There's, boom, they're finished. But live stream shows, if you like a certain collection, you want to follow a certain person, you want to share them, you want to see a certain presentation on a particular item, they are on the Shop LC website and the app in the live stream library. So you can go back and see what mischief we've made. And remember, if you have any questions, any concerns, the personal shopping team is there to help you out, and that is your person. So you will meet a personal shopper who will do their absolute best to listen and hear your jewelry dreams and do their absolute best to make them come true. Okay, so whether it's a question about pricing or payment or anything like that, matching pieces, coordinating pieces, reach out to them at 888-835-2237. Okay. Now, oh my gosh, she's just showing off now. Okay. This is a piece, and I want to show you how, I want to show you what a piece this is. Okay, when I show you this, you can see that there's the band, right? Now, the first thing that you're going to notice is there's two sides, okay? And you may think that's a bad thing, but actually, this is a really smart way to do a piece like this. Normally, you'll see the band further down here, kind of in the middle of the ring. But look at what happens, okay? Look at how your knuckle is shaped. You've got the smallest piece here. That's going to fit over your knuckle. And now look what happens. It rests on your knuckle, but it doesn't lock down your finger. And because you've got the smallest end of the design here, it is super comfortable. What an innovative and creative way. This is the kind of detail work and design that you get from somebody who is truly a design maven. She really knows her craft so well. And it's done, of course, in that big leaf pattern. Now, because it's that leaf pattern, this won't fit on my finger all the way, but you can see that that would make a fantastic statement piece, right? All right, everyday price on this. And by the way, you've got this gorgeous feather ring design, but look at again how it sits on the finger. Everyday price on this should be $139. This also qualifies for free shipping. Suggested retail on this is about $8.99, and we have 20 pieces altogether. This would look fantastic, really and truly, on any finger. This is probably the only piece I would not wear on a thumb, okay? Because it will probably this is going to be too, well, for my thumb, it would be too light. If you want to wear this on your thumb, go for it. But man, that's a piece. Now, if you turn it around and wear it the other way, this piece is going to extend probably on top of your knuckle, which will bend and flex, and that's okay. But more than likely, best way to wear it is with the leaf facing outward. All right, $139. Your budget, your live stream 25 takes it down to $104. I'm going to round up $105. That makes your budget pay $21. That's a smoking hot deal. Smoking hot deal. And are you looking at those stones? Did you say, wait, what are those? Did you look at that and go, that doesn't look like a tanzanite and it doesn't look like a sapphire. This is another one that will surprise you. This is a stone that for centuries has been referred to as the water sapphire. This is iolite. It's a unique gemstone. It's not a sapphire. It's not a tanzanite. It's somewhere in between. And you know, if you have a little bit of, well, I don't know if if you have a little bit of iced tea in the bottom of a glass, or you just take a little bit of a food coloring and you swirl it into the cookie dough and how it sort of has that swirl effect. You almost have, your eye almost does that with iolite because it's a very ephemeral blue, which is really hard to describe because you think of sapphire blue as a really saturated color. And this one has a very intense color, but at the same time, it's got a certain lightness to it. So it's a bright sort of blue.
It reminds you of the ocean at night.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't look like anything. And also for iolite, let me tell you something. These are top level. So these are not actually graded, but if I were going to put a number on these, I would say that these are easily 3 or 4A because iolite tends to sometimes be not so saturated. So sometimes they're a little bit less saturated. So a little bit more of that beautiful water sapphire color. It's really gorgeous. All right. Budget pay on this is $21. This is going to be shop 13. Grab it, okay? And it, as far as the statement piece goes, easy, super easy to wear, super easy to wear. Doesn't catch or pull or snag. I mean, it's super easy on any fabric as well. So you're going to love the way that looks and feels. Signed, sealed, and delivered. It's a GP original. It's a GP Shop LC exclusive. And when they're done, they're done. I don't know if there used to be a pendant with this. I think.
Let me see.
I don't know if it's gone.
I think it might be sold out on the pendant.
Okay, it might be sold out. But I believe there was a pendant that matched this. So that would be a conversation to have with the personal shopper. It's really a stunning piece. This is what I just love about Shop LC is that the collection here is not just cookie cutter. There are beautiful little niches, little nooks and crannies of design, inspiration, and style, and wonderful pieces that you just don't get from just mainstream companies. They just do like, okay, you don't go to your favorite hamburger restaurant. You don't drive through the Golden Arches and order a ribeye. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to a certain special place to get that. This is absolutely exquisite. Anything in this collection I've shown you today, you will regret only not adding them to your collection. Okay?
Now, we do have time for one more, so I'm going to let you pick the last.
Oh!
And I was just scanning.
Which one would you pick?
I'll be honest, I'm a big butterfly fan.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I love that. All right. Now, is there a butterfly? Is there a pendant that goes with this? There was.
Yes, there was.
Are there still earrings that go with this?
I will look.
Okay, because this might be a bundle and save. So multi-gemstone, and again, beautiful, gorgeous colors. This is kind of the traditional multicolor, and by that, I mean you've got some amethyst. It looks like you may have some citrine in there. There are some beautiful peridot in there as well. And that when you have this much gold color behind them, and you have the peridot cut in baguettes, it's a very unusual shape for a peridot, by the way. You get this amazing sort of glow on this piece. And you see how the bottom lobes, the wings on the butterfly, are not the same? The way that she's built in the effect of almost looking like the butterfly is unfolding and fluttering through your garden. I mean, you get this really whimsical, beautiful design. Not just, okay, there's your butterfly. It's just done. Not cookie cutter, but a really deliberate intent to give you not just a beautiful piece, but a deliberately stunning design. Just really, really important. Okay, signed, sealed, delivered. It's definitely a GP family. It's definitely a Gaia original. And are the other pieces all sold out now? I think they are. But if they're there and you want matching pieces, any of the butterfly pieces that Gaia does are stunning. Now, regular price on this is $249. $889 is we're saying is the start price, but there's a lot of design on here. There's going to be some places that carry Gaia's pieces or maybe Giuseppe's pieces, and it's going to be substantially more than $800, $900. But bottom line is, type in Live 25. This is shop 14. We'll get you down to a budget pay of $38. I'm going to round up $38. $1.10, less than $1.10. And your budget pay is 5 payments. So super easy. Those budget pays happen automatically. You start the process by making that first payment. We pick it, we pack it, we ship it, and this beautiful butterfly is on its way to your jewelry collection. And again, piece that's bigger than you might normally wear. I get that, but don't let that stop you, because she is very thoughtful with the wearability option of each piece. And gosh, look at that. Even if you're going to put it on a pointer finger. Now listen, let me say this before we close. You can find a look, you can find a similar presentation, something that's a little bigger, a little bolder, a little more outspoken. You can find that from many designers. Is it going to be precious metal? Is it going to be a design team that has roots that go back to the Queen of Spain in 1742? I'll tell you in a word, no. That is a unique set of characteristics that you only get by owning this design. And again, Gaia, that brand produces top quality, high-end, expensive pieces for luxury locations across the globe. And you're getting a little bit of that, a lot of that, in a very big way, cutting no corners right here at Shop LC. All right. What's coming up this afternoon?
I believe we had diamonds coming in. Lab-grown diamonds.
All right. Lab-grown diamonds. Stick around for that. But my friends, thank you so much. Personal shoppers, 888-835-2237. See ya later. Bye, y'all.
Give it a second.
Her pieces are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Who is she?
Gaia Perez. If you look up Hippo
Are we off yet,
Perez.
Elias?